Hey guys, Petercmhanna on Gemmy Master Animatronics, and what I have here to review is my Gemmy life-size Poseable zombie girl, or haunted girl, Dawn of the Dead, Poseable Dawn of the Dead, whatever you want to call it. People call it different names, but I actually have the box right down here, and according to the box, she's called life-size zombie girl. This thing is extremely, and I mean extremely rare. They just don't pop up. I got this one, I think, in 2019, I believe. Believe it or not, someone in the Gemmy Facebook group posted it for sale, and they knew it was rare. They weren't a collector, but I think they knew it was rare because they were asking a ridiculous amount of money for it. I think it was like 400 something. And I didn't want to pay that price, but I waited a while. It wasn't selling. I think like weeks or a month went by. Then I messaged him, and I ended up getting it for 300 something. Which was still a lot for this thing. And he said it fully worked. It had no issues. It was fine. That was not true. I got it, and basically the board was fried, so I had to board swap it with something else, which I'll get to later. The internal structure, like the pelvis piece where the poles go into, that was like destroyed. One of the poles was like all messed up. I had to replace it. But cosmetically, she's fine, and she does have the box, which is really nice, because you will not find another one of these with the box. I mean, you might. I think I've seen one other photo, or maybe two other photos ever of one with the box, but that was years ago, and I haven't seen another one since. But I guess I'll start by showing the box. We have no idea where this was sold. I'm thinking definitely online somewhere. I don't know what website. If it was in store somewhere, it must have been at some, like, obscure store that like no one went to, because they just, I don't think many of these sold. But you can see she's called life-size zombie girl. You can see the prototype there, which is much more, well, I wouldn't say much more detailed, but like definitely higher quality and built differently. You can see it has a try me button on the hand. You can see she was designed to collapse, but she's actually pole based, and you can see right there it's just poles, and you know, they cheaped out with that. I do have one right here that is collapsible. I have the prototype for the Screamer zombie. This is actually the one from the stock photo, which is awesome. I think I did do a video on him a couple years ago. I might do another one, but he needs repairs, so till I fix him, there won't be a video. That might be a long restoration as well, because he has an EEPROM, and it's probably, I'm going to need some help with that from some people, so that's soon to come. But back to her, there's the item number. You know, the old Gemmy logo, the classic, you know, you've all seen this before probably, 2008, and eyes light up and collapses. That's the only features this has. That's for, and she's Poseable, that's it. I think I have a theory for why these didn't sell well, is because at the time, like 07, 08, Gemmy was making like Brain Monster, Dr. Shivers, all these other life sizes that had a lot more movements and a lot more features, where these were just like, you know, these were like nothing in comparison. Nobody really wanted these. So retailers probably didn't pick them up because they weren't as interesting, or they thought they wouldn't be as interesting to consumers. But now, because of that, not many sold and not many were picked up by retailers. There's like none left. Like, you can't find them. They're just, you know, you can find them. There's been a few, but it's like really difficult. It took me years to find this one. I think this is the only one that's ever popped up for sale. There might have been one other one on like Marketplace, or back when Let Go was a thing, like 7 or 8 years ago. I remember there was another one with the box, but that's it from what I can remember. But the box only has a graphic on one side, unfortunately. Again, they cheaped out with that. The box does have a little bit of water damage. I'm not sure where the previous owner stored this, but that made me nervous when I got it, because I figured it might be screwed up, which it was, but it was only the board, thankfully, and, you know, the poles. But so start down here. You can see she has a purple dress. She has blood splotches all over it. They added that detail. She just has the regular, like, Poseable life-size base, nothing special. Go up here. She has like a belt buckle there that's just made of felt, you know, pretty cheap. She has white hands, but then a flesh tone face. So if you look at it, the hands don't match the face, which kind of annoys me. But that's, I think, something a lot of people don't realize about this thing. But they're just like generic Sunstar hands. They've been on like a million different items, you know, nothing special. The face is probably the coolest thing about this. So it's the same face as the Crawler Donna that was at Spirit in 2009, but it's a little different. It's not exactly the same. It's not identical. I think Donovan actually did a video on this explaining the concept art behind it and all that. But you can see she has like a stitched mouth and blood on her face and sensor in the middle of the forehead like this guy. I already did a video on this guy, but he's like one of my favorite items ever because I remember seeing him online at Buy Costumes years ago and it took me like forever to find one. He's also super rare. You don't see him much, but back to her. You can see there's like actual detail in the skin on the face. It's really cool looking. It's realistic looking. The mouth is just awesome. That looks so real. And then she's got, you know, just blood, but I mean, that's about it. She's got a full-on wig. You know, she's got ears back there. You can probably see this one better. Pretty detailed. This is like a really high quality wig. It's like thick hair. It's pretty tangled, so I should probably comb it or try to fix it. But I mean, she kind of looks scarier with it all like messy like that, you know. But so I'll get to the board thing. So she actually has, or she's supposed to have, the audio from the Crawler Donna, which is, it's Dawn of the Dead, but it has like scary music playing in the background. It's a little different. But the only board I had at the time when I was fixing this was a Shaking Spirits Donna board, which just has the regular Donna audio. It doesn't have the cooler one with the music. So I'm actually looking for an item that has that audio that I could swap in, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. I mean, that was years ago. I just kind of forgot about it, but she does still have Donna audio, just it's, you know, not the one that it's supposed to have. But like I said, I thought I was buying this fully working, and then I got it and the board was just destroyed. It was, you know, but so it is what it is. I'll fix it eventually, but for now, she just has the different Donna audio. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and play that. Okay, so that's all she does. Nothing special, pretty basic, but just I figured I'd do a video on this because I've had like multiple requests to do a video. And I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but there is literally no videos of this thing aside from the stock video of the prototype, which is different. Actually, I think it's the one on the box. There's a video of that one on YouTube that's been up for a while, but it's like super low quality. And then there's another one of it in a store somewhere, but it's in Russian. It's not in English, so it's like overseas somewhere. So maybe this was sold like not in America. I don't know. I mean, the box is in English and everything. I don't know, but it's just like you don't see it for some reason. They just never pop up for sale. They were all like thrown away, or there just wasn't many to begin with. So, but yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next review.